What's up? This is Ben from WODprep, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite shoulder mobility drills. They're also great drills to use as a warm-up to get your shoulders ready for anything you're going to tackle, whether it's pull-ups, snatches, overhead squats, handstand push-ups, you name it. This is a fantastic mobility flow to go to warm up your shoulders and get them moving the right way. All you need in terms of equipment is a pull-up bar, a set of rings, a little band, and a wall. And you can honestly mix and match any of these. If you just have a wall, that still is going to be great, or just a pull-up bar, or just a set of rings. But if you have all these things, you'll be able to do all 5 of the drills that we are going to talk about. If you want even more resources on the ultimate shoulder warm-up, we have a completely free guide I would love to send you to accompany this video with even more drills and more details. All you have to do is go to wodprep.com/shoulders, and you can enter your name and email, and I will send you that guide completely free. I'll also link it in the top comment and the description below. So with that, let's talk about warming up our shoulders with these simple drills. First, we're going to use the pull-up bar, and all we're going to do is a dead hang from the pull-up bar. If you've ever done this, you probably know that this really opens up your shoulders. So basically, all I'm going to do, let's start with a wide grip. I'm going to jump up with my hands outside my shoulders, and then I'm going to relax into this full range of motion. I'm trying to make sure I'm not like this. I don't know if you can tell, but right now my core is loose and my ribs are flared out. That's not what we want. What we want to do is keep our core tight, our ribs down. It's like a hollow body position almost, basically a strong core. I'm not letting that overextend, and that's what I'm hanging from, and that's what I'm relaxing into my shoulders. You'll feel that stretch. You'll feel that opening occurring with your shoulders. So I'll start with a wide grip, core tight, relax into it. Wow, my shoulders are really opening up. Now, depending on your mobility level, you can scoot your hands in even more narrow, and that creates an even bigger adaptation, a bigger stretch, a bigger pull on those shoulders. Now, if you're not very mobile, you might not be able to get this narrow, and this is tough for me to keep everything pinned down, but you get the idea. Your goal is to accumulate time hanging from a pull-up bar. This is something I do pretty much before every single workout I do. So I hang from a pull-up bar to stretch out those shoulders. I work my hands from wide to narrow, keeping my core tight, and it really, really loosens up your shoulders. So that is drill number 1. We'll call that hang from a pull-up bar. You could also do it supinated. So this is pronated, supinated, carrying soup. You could do it supinated. That's gonna stretch out a different set of muscles. Woo, that's even harder. I wouldn't be able to get very narrow with that, but that's another drill that you can do. So switch it around. You can mix grip, try supinated, and you'll feel those shoulders opening and getting nice and warm. Next, what we're gonna do, this is a fun drill. This is called a ring fall through. So all you need is a set of rings. Get them set to about the bottom of the ring, maybe hip height, somewhere around there. I'm gonna step slightly behind the rings, and then all I'm doing with my core tight, remember all of these drills, I'm trying to keep my core tight to prevent this. I don't want this at any point in any of these drills because it minimizes the effectiveness. If I keep my core tight, then the mobility, the stretching, the warming up will occur in the shoulders, not anywhere down here. We don't want to be overextended and practice that position ever, okay? So with the rings at hip height, stand slightly behind it, feet hip width apart, tight core, and all I'm going to do is straight arms. I'm going to let myself fall through and under the rings, all the while keeping my core tight. Make sure you don't let your core break, and I'm getting as far as I can. Whoo, that's hard. But this is a great drill. You can do several reps here, just nice and slow. Try to keep those arms directly over your shoulders. And I'm just getting to that full range of motion, basically as far as I can go without having my core break, keeping my ribs down. That is a great drill, great way to warm up those shoulders. Do you want to learn CrossFit skills like kipping pull-ups, or maybe even something like this, toes to bar, or butterfly pull-ups, or kipping pull-ups, or maybe even, if you're lucky, bar muscle-ups? Then come join WODprep Academy. Inside of WODprep Academy, we have over 25 training courses that teach you how to learn each and every CrossFit skill. Altogether, the total value if you bought every single skill course individually would be well over $5,000, but you can join WODprep Academy today for a fraction of that. And the best part is it comes with a money-back guarantee. So if you want to RX all of CrossFit skills, learn how to weight lift, get better at your mobility, double unders, anything imaginable when it comes to the CrossFit gym skills, then join WODprep Academy today. Just go to wodprep.com/academy to learn more and start leveling up your performance. So one other drill, you can use anything, any weighted object that you have, which is why I said you didn't need this piece of equipment, but I tend to like it with either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So take your kettlebell, I think it's a little easier with the kettlebell, a little harder with a dumbbell, and I'm going to press overhead, remembering not to do this, keeping my core tight, engaged. I press overhead, really focusing on locking out that elbow. This is a great drill for doing jerks, push press, snatches, where people tend to get that saggy elbow. I'm driving into the ceiling with an active shoulder, elbow completely extended, and then all I'll do, I don't want to walk off frame, but all you're going to do is walk around. So I'd walk, turn, walk. You can go like 50 feet one direction, 50 feet on the other, switch arms, but all I'm doing is I'm trying to keep my core tight, my elbow locked out, and I'm supporting weight overhead. Do this both sides. Again, kettlebell is slightly easier than a dumbbell. Dumbbell is a little bit harder just because of the weight positioning, but walking around like this, zigzagging back and forth, changing direction, all while keeping the elbow locked out, ribs down. I will literally sometimes hold my hand here to see anytime that my core is loosening up. So hand here, walk around, stay nice and tight. That is a fantastic drill to warm up the shoulders. And again, it's great if you're doing anything where I'm supporting weight overhead. Handstand push-ups would be another one. Snatches, jerks. That position where your elbows tend to sag a little bit because you're just not ready to catch that weight, this is going to help prepare you for that weight. So start light. You can work a little bit heavier. Our goal is not to max this out, but if you get kind of heavy, you'll feel much more prepared for actually doing those heavier weights over your head because your elbows will be ready to support the weight. Everything's going to feel stacked. That's our goal there, is when the weight's overhead, I want to feel stacked, meaning the weight, I'm not like shaking to hold it over my head. Ideally, the weight is just going straight through my arm, in the bones, all the way down my body because I'm nice and stacked and supported and my core is tight. So that is an overhead carry. You could also do it with a plate if you wanted to make it really hard. Put a plate on your hand and hold it like a pizza over your head. That could work as well. Now, let's move to the wall where we're going to talk about banded wall slides. Take any band, jump stretch bands tend to work better. Those are like the smaller stretchy bands. I couldn't find them, so I modified and I'm just using this normal band. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, roll it in half so that at a little wider than shoulder width, I'm getting tension, okay? From here, I'm going to be this far away from the wall, 90 degree, and then from here, I'm sliding up the wall, keeping my core tight. Once I reach that max height, I pull away and overhead. I'm not particularly good at this drill, which is why I should probably do it more, but I'm keeping tension on the band. My hands are like this. If you need to, you can move closer to the wall. And under tension, with those arms spread, I just slide up the wall, making sure that I'm not doing this. This is wrong. Keep your core tight, head through. Slide up the wall, and when you get to the top, pull away. So that is a banded wall slide with pull away. So I slide up without the band, keeping tension on it, slide up, pull away from the wall, making sure I'm not leaning back. That's a cheat, and that's breaking that core positioning like we talked about. You don't want to do that. It's a great drill. You can do several of those reps as a warm-up, add that in with the rest. And now the final drill that I want to talk about, this one I think is the hardest for me. This is just a wall slide. So it's basically kind of the same thing, just different. You're facing away from the wall, have your feet a little bit away from the wall, unless you're ridiculously mobile or you have a very small butt. I get my butt against the wall, and then, I don't know if you can tell, if I just do this, you can see how there's a big gap in my lumbar. There's a big gap. What I want to do is I'm pulling my belly button into my spine, maybe flexing my glutes a little bit to roll my hips forward, and I'm trying to get my lower back flat on the wall And then from this position, oh, this is hard. From this position, ideally, I'm getting my hands and wrists on the wall. I'm not mobile enough to do it, so that's why I need to practice it more. I naturally just want to do this, which is wrong, because remember, we're losing that core. Core tight, lower back against the wall, get your forearms on the wall at least, and then your goal is to slide up as high as you can and slide back down to that 90 degree. Slide up, slide down. Whew, that is a tough drill. And I've actually seen athletes who are really mobile. They can almost go straight over their head. I can't do that, which is why I need to practice it. But what's so cool about all these drills is it's not taking a lacrosse ball and smashing your muscles. It doesn't work. Like science, like there's actual science out there that shows that the myofascial release doesn't exist. So don't take a lacrosse ball and smash the crap out of your shoulder. If anything, you're just adding inflammation to your shoulder. Don't take a band and just stretch and just sit there. These are all dynamic, moving drills that will teach our body to get in the right positions and not panic. And it's going to teach us to support weight overhead. It's going to teach us to move properly in a braced position. Don't smash, don't floss, don't do weird banded distractions. These are kind of the core drills that you need to do to increase your shoulder mobility and actually have it apply to the gym and actually have it make adaptation. Because yeah, you can stretch a bunch, you can smash a bunch, add inflammation, and it might feel a little bit better, but it's not actually going to translate to your workouts. So these drills are great drills proven by our physical therapy team here at WODprep that will actually help you create shoulder adaptation and warm up your shoulders so that you're ready to attack any shoulder workout. I hope that you like this video. These are 5 drills that you can use to improve your shoulder mobility and help you warm up for any shoulder intensive workout. If you want even more drills with more explanations and demo videos to go with this completely free, just go to wodprep.com/shoulders and your name and email, and I will send you that completely free. And if you're someone who really wants to increase your shoulder mobility, you can always check out our shoulder mobility course. It's called Shoulder ROM Unlocked. And basically, it's like a daily vitamin for your shoulder mobilities. We have morning flows. We have basically mobility flows that help you unlock your T-spine and shoulders so that you can feel more mobile and more strong with weight overhead. And I'll make sure to link that in the top comment and in the description below. And with that, I hope this video helped. In the comments below, tell me one drill from these 5 that you are going to use before your next shoulder workout or in your next shoulder warm-up. What is one drill you're going to use? I'd love to see it in the comments below, and if you've tried it, tell me how it went. Remember, all of these, we got to keep that brace position. I can do wall slides all day long if I don't brace my core, but that's not doing it right. When you brace your core in all these movements, you'll feel that you're actually doing it right. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Hey, did you like this video? Well, I have a lot more where that came from, where you can enhance your skills even more and learn a bunch. Click this box to watch my next video.